I'm live. This is a different one. This isn't very reselling related, but I went shopping for myself in this little box, which I've just opened. Well, actually, I opened it a few days ago, but didn't look in because I've been too busy. The life of a reseller, eh? I'm doing this live because I don't know how to do things any other way. So I treated myself to some stuff from Trinny, London. Now, yes, I've been bombarded with. I've always been quite a fan of her. I've always thought she came across very well. And yeah, so I heard about her makeup, which is meant to come in very small pots and everything's meant to be kind of linked together and easy to use and no fuss and use your fingers and my kind of makeup, because I will do makeup, but it's kind of on a hit and miss basis, and I don't always like feeling made up. So this is the box it comes in, Trinny, London. And what you get, people have joined me. That's lovely. Hello, Laura. Hello, Jewel. You get a lovely little bag, little sort of, feels a bit like bubble wrap. Nice little bag it comes in, and a card. Now, I've got to work out how to use this, so we really are talking from ground zero here, because I'm not a makeup. I can't even say I'm an enthusiast for makeup. I am absolutely the world's laziest person. So I kind of thought, I can't be the only person that feels like this about makeup, that thinks, oh, I don't look that different, or is it worth the bother, or am I trying to look young when I'm not, or have I got it horribly wrong and just look even more ridiculous? We all have these concerns. I can't be the only person that has this. So I thought, well, if I give it a go, maybe that will encourage other people to think about not necessarily Trinny's makeup, but makeup in general, and not to be frightened of it and to give it a go, because what's to lose? Got this lovely card with it. There we go. Now, she does a lot of products, and you will see her all over Facebook. And she puts out videos and obviously things about styling and stuff, which I love, but I'm not her shape, so I do struggle with some of the stuff she puts on, because I think, you look fab in it. I look very strange if I tried to wear those outfits. However, you can only tell it from your point of view. So Angel's been watching Trinny for a while. You joined the Trinny tribe. Yeah, well, you see. So I figured there's a lot of people out there who are going, what is this stuff about? Is it for me? Is it easy to use? What do you get? It's not cheap. Oh, hi, Anne. Fantastic. Yeah. It's not cheap. I bought this on around Black Friday when there was an offer on. That kind of encouraged me. I was looking for a gift set, thinking someone could give that to me for Christmas. Somebody, obviously my other half. It's not a small present by any means. And when I couldn't find what I wanted in the gift sets, because it all appeared to be out of stock and I was getting a bit frustrated, I thought I'd buy some separates. So I had to pare down what I wanted to the essentials. So I will show you what I've got. There are some samples that have come with it. Oh, hello, Becky. Which is in. There were samples. Now you can all laugh at me. We'll put laugh emojis up if you want. 4 lovely little pots. They are cute. I mean, if you're one for packaging, cute and shiny and silvery. There are 4 little pots. Now, I know one of these has an empty tub in it. So I'm just, husband's had a delivery. He was waiting on something. Apparently his work, lovely, generous people that they are, were sending my husband some stuff for Christmas. So that'll be exciting. Hello, Shell. Nice to see you here. Yeah, this is a bit different. This is a non-makeup person, as you can clearly see, the barefaced cheek of it, trying out Trinny London. Again, this is not sponsored. I mean, like, they're going to sponsor me. They're going to sponsor this face to market their product. No. But I thought, I want to give it a go. So I thought I'd share it with you, because I thought, at the very worst, it'll be funny. Let's having a right giggle with the delivery man. Anywho, right, I'll tell you what I've got, because obviously there was a consideration of finances, and I thought, what's the most essential things I need? You know, we can all get hold of eye makeup and stuff, and I have mascara, and I get through mascara quite rapidly. But the 4 things I bought were what they call a BFF cream. Gosh, there you can see it. Can't see it very. BFF cream, Skin Perfector, SPF 30, light, medium. The colour thing, I did go through like a questionnaire, and it's trying to assess your skin tone. Now, I would say I've got fairly warm skin tone. I never go exceedingly pale. I've not got a lot of, I mean, it's very difficult to tell, isn't it? Because I'm going to use you as a mirror, so it's going to be very odd. And obviously my hair colour change, which is taking place, has made me more aware that perhaps my skin could use a little assistance, you know, if I feel like it. Oh, now, Anne, I'm not paying Anne Pennycott anything, but thank you. So this is a bit different, I know. Now, let me read you what it says. Here we go. I'm going to have to put a little light on, so bear with. Oh, okay, you won't want that on me. It's so I can see to read. It says, your unique BFF is enriched with the precious extract of porcelain flower. Oh, I'd never heard of porcelain flower. To instantly hydrate, boost radiance, and wake up tired skin. Now, this skin is tired. I'm tired. Yes, I'm not exactly sure. So I'm not exactly sure what it stands for. I think it's meant to be, it's like meant to be moisturising and forming a base and things like that. Our microencapsulated pigments perfectly adapt to your skin tone using your body heat. So the idea is you put this on and then it kind of changes itself to go with your skin. Fascinating. And I'm curious. To create a healthy looking luminous glow. Well, we could all use that. With SPF 30, your face is now protected from UV rays and pollution. I think that ship has sailed. This face has seen much sunshine, and clearly it shows. But there you go. Helping to prevent hyperpigmentation. Well, I have freckles anyway, so I'm kind of feeling that's could be, again, a bit previous. Apply as you would a moisturiser over your face for an instant fix. So you could use this on its own, ostensibly to give yourself a bit of lift, and that could be enough for a day if you don't want to get... Georgina, honestly, you lot are very expensive. I'm going to have to pay you a lot of money to say these things. But thank you. Right, the first thing I've got here is what they call a tea tip. That's like my kitchen, isn't it, really, a tea tip? Now, you'll probably know that things come in these wee pots. This is one of the things that attracted me to it. Instead of having a makeup bag full of overflowing, full of half-used things, this is actually an empty one, which you are meant to be able to decant this into, your BFF. So when you go away, you're not taking a big tube with you. So that's like a spare complimentary extra. Well, I say complimentary extra. I reckoned it worked out at nearly £100 for these 4 things, which sounds like a huge amount of money. But I very rarely buy makeup, and I kind of felt this decade it was time for a refresh, you know? It's been a while. I buy odds and ends every now and again, but I don't tend to spend a lot of money on makeup. And I've got some very old makeup that I love, so I don't think it goes off. It really doesn't if you look after it. So 3 little pots. The one I liked the sound of was called Miracle Blur, and it's the one I picked up. Another nice little pot. Miracle. Oh, you've got my skunky nails in there as well now. Miracle Blur. Now this promises great things. It may be over promising. I think hubby's excited. He's taken a delivery. Can we undo it later? See your delivery? Can we see your delivery later?
Yeah, it's downstairs.
Oh, okay. It's all right. I'm doing a live, you see, but I heard you having a lovely laugh with the delivery lady.
Well, no, she actually works.
Oh, she actually works for your company?
Yeah, she brought it round.
Oh, wow. They're very good, you know.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, I'll take a look later. Oh, much excitement. Right, so this is the Miracle Blur. I think all these pots look a little the same. I hope they actually say on them so that you can sort of see. And these boxes are cute. But then I'm a reseller, so I like boxes. Miracle Blur. So this is kind of like one shade fits all. I'll read you what it says about it. Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, no, that just gives you a list of ingredients. Miracle Blur Lip and Line Filler. Now, although I don't smoke, I have started to get what they call smoker's lines. So it's like, well, you know, it's the way of things, isn't it? But if I can disguise them a little, why not? It says instantly smooth blur like that term, and fill fine lines. Oh, I hope it's not like polyfiller. That would be weird. Prep your skin for makeup or apply after for a matte finish. So this seems like a very flexible little pot of miracle stuff. Oh, that looks almost looks edible, doesn't it? There we go, little blobette. You don't get a lot in here, but from what I've been reading, a little does go a long way. And again, that's a good thing because makeup this sort of stuff really doesn't last forever. So that's the Miracle Blur. That's the BFF. And then on top of that, there were two things that I got because obviously as one ages, one's eyes, laugh lines around the eyes, and I'm fine with laugh lines. I consider I've earned them. You know, it's like I'm not insulted by having laugh lines, but you tend to find that, as you can see here, and this is a very honest face here, you do tend to get sort of a little dark under the eyes and wrinkly. Now, thankfully, that has a slightly different top to it, which will be useful. Not that I suggest you put your makeup in the dark and have to do it by feels, but sometimes I pretty much look like I have. So now this is called Victoria, and this is BFFI. So you've got the BFF, which is for the face, and then you have one specifically for the eyes, which I thought again is right. Okay, it's gone a bit. Some is in the lid. Now that looks quite a dark colour. You probably can't see. That seems a little yellowy for me. But hey ho, we'll give it a shout. I guess you put on very little of it and very sparingly. I think these are 4 grams of stuff. Okay. Right, so that's BFFI. I've got to get these things in the right order or it's all going to go horribly wrong. Oh gosh, who's coming? Oh, Daryl's in. Oh, hello. Yes, that's right. It's a makeup one, Daryl. It may be completely up your street, but a word of warning, it might not be. This is me playing. Don't get to do this very often. Now, the last thing I bought was lip and cheek. And the colour of this, supposedly suited to me through the system that I went through, is called Freddy. Not Kruger, we hope. Freddy. So this is that's quite a nice sort of muted colour. And that's supposed to be able to use on your cheeks. Now, I tend to not to use kind of blusher on the apples of my cheeks. I've got quite fat cheeks, so I tend to think I don't need it. Probably wrong. But the lip particularly, pale lips, not always a good thing. So I thought that was interesting. So you want to be able to distinguish one from the other when you're using them. Now, you often see things were sort of doing a quick zhuzh and a fix-up in the back of a taxi. They were the ones that captured my imagination. That's my kind of let's get ready kind of style of I've got 3 minutes. And also, as you get older, you tend to get in the habit of doing the same thing or using the same product or putting your makeup on the same way. Things do change, clearly. You're getting me on a very tired day as well, so this has really got some work to do. You've sold makeup and not worn it. Okay, cool. You do see some of this stuff on eBay. I have seen it, and I'm presuming it's maybe someone's bought one and it's the wrong colour, or they've been gifted it, but it is not cheaper generally than actually buying it from the site. Just saying. That's what I've noticed. Now, they did ask me to choose 3 samples, which I have done. 2 little samples that come. Now, they're not bad. What have we got here? Okay, this is an eye. Now, I picked a bolder one because I thought, well, what the heck, if you're going to get a sample, this is called Empress, which I'm totally with that. I like that. It's kind of a very bronzy gold. Now, I do have a brown eye, so deep flecked gold bronze. I thought, well, it could mix with some of the other things. A lot of the makeup is meant to be very creamy, so that the key is you don't need brushes, sponges, 101 bits of paraphernalia to lose at the bottom of your little makeup bag to put them on. It's using your fingers. Now, it does appeal to me. I'm not going to share my makeup with anybody, so why shouldn't my fingers go in it? Now, strangely, they've given me BFF Cream Light. So light, medium, and light. Oh, okay, so maybe I chose that one just in case I needed I think I didn't know which 3rd sample to pick. And then there's a de-stress one. Not distress, but de-stress. Jemima. So there are a lot of products, so it does make it a bit tricky to choose. Now, if I've got this right, I think you put the BFF on first, the BFFI, and then a little bit of the blur, and then I'll put a bit of the colour on. We'll see how we go. I might be doing it in the wrong order, but this is, this is what happens when you get a pile of stuff at home, and you're thinking, how do I do this? So this intrigues me, this whole idea that something is going to adjust to my skin tone. And of course everything has tiny print on it, which, there we go, yeah, that says exactly. Foundation. You see, I was trying to avoid getting into the big foundation, because a lot of foundations are very heavy. Now, obviously on people on YouTube with all their filters and that, it looks very glamorous and they can get these perfect looks. A, I'm not perfect. B, I'm not that skilled. And also, when you get a little older, there are places for the stuff to sit in, like wrinkles and things. And I sometimes think it can make it look worse rather than better. So I err on the side of caution. This one actually comes with quite a nice pump. So we're going to try. Oh my God, and why am I doing this live? I must be crazy. Oh. Here we go. Let's try it. Now the colour it comes out is kind of like that. So I really hope that doesn't stay that colour, because then I'll end up looking like I've just stepped out of a graveyard. Not always a bad look. It's weird because I'm I'm using you as a mirror, if you see what I mean. No, I'm not going too heavy into the eye area. It smells jolly nice. But then, things should smell nice, really, shouldn't they? Especially if they're expensive unguents. It's probably going to make me go rosy skinned because I'm sort of rubbing it in. Here we go. I'm probably doing this all wrong. Oops, let's twist on there. There we go. This isn't a professional job, really. It does feel nice. It certainly doesn't feel greasy. Now, I'm probably one of those people very much, hard to tell, isn't it, really? The light's not the best. I've had to wait a few days to get enough decent light and to be at home when it's been daylight. But, yeah, it certainly smells lovely. I mean, we're just starting here, so the hair's in the way. I should have had the common sense to move that, but I didn't. It does feel nice on the skin. Now, I've never had problem skin by any means, but I would say that my skin's probably slightly more oily in the T-zone. Not so much as I've gotten older, but I've never really had particularly dry skin or any major breakouts or issues, so I can't really comment on that side of things. That certainly feels nice. I suppose it's a protection layer. Does it even things out? See, I have so many freckles and things. It's very hard to tell. Perhaps I should try. Hang on, we'll save the miracle blur for a minute. It's getting the right pop. That's the key. Here we go. This is the BFFI, and this is more of a worrying colour. It's like wall wiring to me because it's got yellow tones. Just taking a tiny dab out of the lid. Oh, gosh. Maybe the yellow tone takes away the dark tones around the eyes. Oh, I only wiped it all off. It's very difficult to see what you're doing. I think I know what I've done here. It's because it's not a true mirror when I'm looking in the... You tend to get a bit dark around the eyes. Gosh, you're getting right close up there, aren't you? Yeah. I think the idea of having a nice primer on the eyes is it gives somewhere for eye makeup to go rather than falling into all the creases. Okay. Well, that isn't... I can't say it's a scary colour. Just having a quick look in the mirror and make sure I haven't horrifically missed something out. You can see I'm never going to be one of these people who can do anything professional really in this regard, but I thought it'd be fun to have a go. That smells really nice too. That slightly worrying colour, actually, you know, I'm not seeing that. I don't know if that's taking away any of the. I suppose my dark circles aren't that bad. But there we go. We were. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get to the sort of putting mascara on and that at this point. I'll probably do that. I could run and get it, couldn't I? But I probably won't. This is the one that fascinates me, is the Miracle Blur. Well, I haven't poked it in my eye yet, Becky. That's the good thing. This looks like something you should eat. Little sort of noisette of stuff. So, oh, here we go. What was I supposed to do with this? I suppose I could put a little. I'm not sure the hamster's going very fast on the interwebs. Hard to tell, isn't it, really? I hadn't thought this through, had I? I suppose if I try and do it on half of my... God. Try and do it. I don't know really. Yeah, I suppose it does a little bit. What I can say about these things is they don't feel greasy or claggy or too much of anything, really. So I quite like the feel of them, although it's difficult for me to see what it's doing. Shouldn't rub my eyes like that, really, should I? I should pat, not rub. Yeah, little wrinkles up here. Let's see if we can do anything with those. I mean, often you see people do these and then they go on to sort of do a full face of makeup, don't they? There we go. Let's just go. Oh, other side. It was these sort of lines I was kind of thinking, it's a bit unfair because I don't actually smoke. So why have I got smoker's lines? Apparently it's just something to do with the shape of your lips and the way. Men don't get them, do they? Why don't men get smoker's lines? Can we see the difference? Right. Okay. I'm quite intrigued. I mean, I haven't put... The thing is, I can't put mascara on until right at the end because what I find is... Oh, get close up here. What I find is my eyelashes are fairly long, which I know I should be very grateful for, but it makes... I like a flicky eye and all that, but actually getting close enough to the eyelashes without... Oh, it's a pain. Do I have a nice glow? I should have had gin and tonic, that might have done it. Now I'm all curious about this very dark colour. It's probably going to be a mistake to be curious about this very dark colour. Oh, okay. It's all right, I know what it's called. Getting into these is not easy. Ah, right. It's a very, very tiny sample, but then really that's what you want if you want to find out if a colour is right for you. But you see them do it so effortlessly. I don't know. It's obviously something to do with a man and woman's skin. Ooh. I've got a tiny bit on my finger. So it's not as scary a colour as it looks in there. And when I do my own makeup, it's always a bit of a light swooshing. I'm never really very terribly attentive. This is very creamy, which is lovely. Oops. Do I want to go that high? Oh, looks like I've been punched in the face, actually. It's probably because I'm not really doing it right. Oh dear, it's like kids in the playground, isn't it? I'm kind of doing this more by feel because I can't. It's not really clear enough. Not like a mirror. So that lesson has been learned. If I do this again, I'll probably do it in a mirror and then see, I'm used to using a kind of a very light powder on my eye that I can move around, so I might have miscalculated this one very slightly. Well, I think I might need to play with some other colours to bring it out. It's quite a heavy colour, that one, and will work better with a nice base. But hey ho, bit of fun, isn't it? You ditch makeup and get hooked on Botox instead. Ah. Now, funnily enough, it's bizarre, I know, but I went to see my dentist, and apparently they do Botox as well. And I said to him, I said, well, what, it gets rid of, they do fillers and they do Botox. Now, the problem with fillers is they just kind of make your face fatter in a way because they're putting in. It's kind of like, and I had my reservations, and he basically told me that it wouldn't be right for me anyway because it just wouldn't work. So he didn't think it would be a good thing. I thought, is that because I got fat cheeks already? And he didn't quite say, well, yes, madam, but it was kind of a case of, I don't mind having wrinkles. This is the point. I don't mind sort of having laughter lines and lines when I raise my eyebrows because that's expression, that's age. I've earned these. I'm proud to still be alive and have them. And I'm not ashamed of them. I'm not going to try and airbrush them out and say I shouldn't have. I mean, I do have little lines here, but, blimey, who doesn't once they're past about 40? You should have some expression. Yes, please, darling. I've had fun trying this makeup out. I'm not sure it's doing much. You can let me know later. So, yes, and I would only go to a dentist. I wouldn't go because the nerves in your face are not only quite complicated, they're actually very different from person to person. So a good dentist who's been treating you for a number of years will know where your nerves are. Facial maxillary nerves have a huge amount of variation in them, and it's not something you want to make a mistake with. So I'm very kind of like nervous of all of that kind of thing anyway. But I never say never, but it's just like don't airbrush me. I want to look more like me, not like some Melania Trump kind of like taut-faced strange woman, because it's quite scary. They look great from a distance, but close up it's quite scary. Anyway, this one, I'm wittering now, aren't I? This is lip and cheek. This is Freddie in this lovely red. So use the same thing. Use the same finger. Why not? She says, giving the digit. That was a bit unpleasant, wasn't it? Okay, right. Let's just. I've not got full lips, as you can see, but I've never had full lips. So for me to suddenly go and have kind of like a, it's not happening. Now I have to say my lips are a bit dry at the moment. But just to add a bit of colour. Ooh, that is difficult. Okay. I'm not one for glossy lips and things like that. I just want a bit of colour in my face so I don't look too pale. But I've never had full lips. It's just not me. It wouldn't look like me if I did. Some people look amazing with them. I think I look old. Right, now, I suppose you can... I do have I wouldn't call it a blusher. I have like it's a Benefit one, but it's more of a tawny colour, so it's more of a sort of cheek definer, I suppose, rather than sort of this kind of thing that people kind of put on here. Because I always think my face is sort of red enough, and does it really need? Do I need that on the apples of my cheeks? Like I say, I've got fat cheeks anyway. So, This is not how you're supposed to do it, I'm sure. Slightly rosier cheeks. I don't want to look all Aunt Sally on you. You're happy not to look like you. Oh, no. I always think, well, so much of it's smoke and mirrors anyway. You get away with an awful lot just by being confident. I've learned that. It's like, oh, what the hell? And then people don't look too closely, I feel. Now, the neat thing with these is supposed to be they all kind of stack together. Yes, they click together. There we go. And like that. Now, if I could carry, admittedly, the mascara is not going to do that. And these guys don't currently do a mascara. Apparently, they're working on it. I'm easy with mascara anyway. I don't need special treatment for it because basically I just use a black one. My eyelashes are black, so why wouldn't I use a black mascara? But again, I do struggle with, they're quite long enough, but I don't want them looking all clumpy, and I don't want to look like Aunt Sally. It's always the Aunt Sally thing I come to. It's childhood growing up with Wurzel Gummidge, isn't it? And I don't mind that. And I do like a bit of definition around the eye. One thing I saw somebody do that absolutely gave me the heebie-jeebies because I tried it and it poked my eyes out was, obviously back in the day, you know, I tend to use eyeliner because I've got dark so it's, you know, I've got fairly dark defined eyes anyway. So to use a cold pencil is a very easy thing, and I had to learn to put that on that little inside edge that I used to do. I don't always do that now. It's usually more on the outside, but someone actually did that on their upper, like, oh, I tried it. I cried so much. And I couldn't see any difference, but I can see why people would do it if they need to define the upper edge of the eye, and because they've got very pale eyelashes or maybe sparse eyelashes or whatever, and all power to them. But I tried once and it was no. You're going through a disappointing jewellery lot, Veranda Files. Oh no. Was it something that you bought from somebody on eBay? It is difficult, you know. It's very difficult because if you're buying from someone who's reselling who knows their jewellery, then they're kind of going to have picked out the best pieces. And I've learnt that one myself as well. That's happened for me. Nonetheless, there's always money to be made, but you always have that little hope of finding something extra special, don't you? That little treat nestling at the bottom of the box, or something that somebody's just overlooked. Yeah. Well, I hope you do find something. You never know. You know, sometimes you get right to the end and there's something glorious, like a little 9-carat kind of butterfly back to an earring or something. Makes it all worthwhile. I love sorting jewellery, though. Absolutely love it. Right, and yes, and Anne is saying here that you believe makeup should just enhance, not become a mask. I just don't look right wearing a mask. I would, when I was younger, I would try all these, try this, and I just thought I didn't look like me, and I looked ridiculous. Now, a complete whiteout look. Oh, cup of tea coming. Thank you. You know, if you're going for that kind of look, I mean, I've done it for stage performance and things. And I say stage performance makes it sound terribly grand. But I used to, when I lived in Croydon, which I did for a number of years, about 14 years, made some lovely friends there. I used to do belly dancing, and we did stage performances at the Fairfield Halls, which was an enormous stage. And stage makeup, yes, you're not really meant to look like you. You're meant to look absolutely plastered, because from a distance or on film, it then looks quite toned down actually when you see the film. It's like, blimey, but I was walking around with like my body weight in makeup on my face, especially around the eyes. Fine. There's no such thing as too much in the belly dancing world. You know, I loved it. It's quite lovely having someone do your makeup for you and sort of paint all these things on. And it's extraordinary, but yeah, it's not an everyday look, and it was for a particular purpose. I used to have more dramatic makeup when I was younger because it was the 80s and there was that very sort of over-the-top look. In fact, I used to paint little things on my face, like little hearts, and draw little things and do it for other people as well. I used to paint little things on, like little flowers and stuff. So, you know, it all washes off. It looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Now, Becky, the witch is in here, is saying, I've done the upper lash eyeliner thing. No, I don't think it does make much difference. And the reason it doesn't is because we have very dark eyelashes, and quite a lot of them, and quite well defined. I think if you were paler in the lashes, or there were more gaps or something, and it kind of made it join together. I could see it working. I've seen Mrs. M do it, Caroline Mrs. M. I've seen her do it, and it's true. It really it looks amazing. It really changes something about the eye and defines it. But on me, no. But we're all different, aren't we? And that's the glory of it. I've seen Lainey. She does amazing eye makeup with all these different shades, and her face is like a canvas. She's got this amazing skin, and Lex does some amazing things with her eyes. I don't have the skill. I just don't. But there you go. It's each to our own. But I like to play. 80% dirt. That's the problem with salt and jewellery, isn't it? Isn't it, Veranda? It's that thing of that slightly claggy feeling on your hand. You're like, yeah, thinking it all needs. Yeah, my heart goes out to you, Veranda Files. Yes, I think we've all been there. Anyone who sells jewellery and who's experimented with sourcing in different places has found that there are times when it can be a bit disappointing. So I just hope your next lot is absolutely stunning and full of exciting and lovely things. So my first kind of feedback, I guess, on Trinny is it feels ever so nice. It's not greasy. It does feel nice. I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup, and I think I look a little more glowy, although I've done an absolute bare minimum. There's no foundation gone on here. It is just the moisturiser, SPF, BFF stuff, a little around the eye, which I think gives a little colour to even things out. And then we've just really gone for, I've experimented with a bit of the eye makeup there, but badly, I feel. That requires more work. That would be my homework, trying to sort my eye makeup. And that lovely Miracle Blur stuff, which is very hard to tell on here because it's sort of slightly pixelated and blurry, isn't it? Which is obviously a good thing. I heard that some people do videos and actually put filters on them. I've no idea. I couldn't even begin. Oh, Nick's in. Makeup, Nick. Trinny London, in case you're wondering. I haven't got any new hauls. I'm not getting anything until Friday now, so I will be probably doing a haul for you all on Friday. Lisa's got a Trinny stack and loves it. Well, thank you. Oh, it's made me look less tired. Oh, bless you. I have been feeling rather tired lately, and I think that's because I am rather tired. I've been running around a lot, as you will know. Yes, I have to run around. It's spending time up in a cold garage doing a stock take. So, yeah, little glowy. I mean, I've got lights. No, that's without the light, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with it. I think it requires some skill, like anything, and it needs a little practice. But I like the fact that it all goes in like that is all that has to go with me. I like that minimalist approach to makeup, and not a bag bulging full of 101 different unguents and potions and lotions, because we all tend to collect them, don't we? I hope you did have a good birthday, Nick. I'm hoping it was deeply delightful. I hope alcohol was had and that you celebrated in good style. Yes, I really hope so. So there we go. You're feeling slightly hungover today. Well, that's as it should be. All's right with the world. Have a Barocca. Drink lots of water. And yes, and eat fatty and rich foods, apparently. All good things to do. Yes, I haven't been hungover in a very long time, actually, and I'm quite glad I haven't, because I don't enjoy it. But yes, that requires sort of a nice social situation, doesn't it? Oh, gosh. Well, there you have it. That's my makeup stuff done today. Obviously, clearly in need of a bit of hair discipline. No doubt I will see you all soon. Anyone who's coming along to the Witches Inn tonight, it'd be lovely to see you. And if not, I will see you all for probably a haul. I'm hoping on Friday when I go and get my next batch, because I need stock, don't I? Don't we all? So I will see you all later. I will say tutty bye. There will be slightly awkward waving as I fumble for the button. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.